weeks ago, someone released a lethal virus in Penn Station. I woke up in a morgue. Now I hunt, I kill, I consume, I become. I'm gonna find out who did this to me, and I'm gonna make them pay.
Ghost 39 to ground. Do you have target in sight? Over. That's negative.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us His truth and who also rule well. Peace and salutations to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick lesson. All right, going into prophecy. All right. And, one of the things that's prophesied to happen in, the times that we're in now, all right, is spiritual power. OK. And we know every year, as we get closer to salvation, we get closer to Yahweh Shai returning with the holy angels. All right. Every year, Yahweh Bashim Shai, turns the spirit up. All right. And we're approaching the year 2024, which, prophecy is at an all-time high. All right. And we're at the end of the year 2023. All right. And we're seeing the MOTB, pretty much right there, getting ready to be made mandatory. All right. The MOTB, the subdermal device and the Neuralink, that's household conversation, meaning the average person speaks about these things. All right. And, the MOTB is one of the major prophecies, it being made mandatory. All right. That's one of the major prophecies right before Yahweh Shai returns in the midst of World War III. OK, so the fact that they're getting ready to push this thing and we're at the end of the year 2023 going into the year 2024, it's going to be a big year. It's going to be the year 2024 is going to be, that the year coming up this year is going to be different, man. It's going to be very, very intense, very high octane. All right. A very prophetical year. OK, because let's look. We're looking for Jacob's trouble. All right. To come to pass. And at the end of this year, you had that movie Leave the World Behind. OK, which the elites, they putting that movie out, but they know that the average person can't do nothing about it. That's why they're just putting it in your face at this point. All right. Then you got another movie that's supposed to be coming out soon called Civil War. OK, you got all these different immigrants, invading America pretty much. All right. So there's going to be a civil war and there's going to be a lot of foreign slacking for the background. All right. But there's going to be a lot of foreign, troops on the soils of America. All right. And just like in that movie, Leave the World Behind, and show you that America was being hit, with missiles. All right. Talking about, mortars. OK, like you would see in a war torn third world country, like you see over there on the Gaza Strip. That's coming to America. That's coming to Babylon. All right. We're entering to the time of Jacob's trouble. Martial law is going to be implemented. All right. And there's going to be a police state. All right. Such as, the active police is not going to be a thing. All right. What's going to replace the police, the medical, first responders. What's going to replace all those things is going to be the military. The military is going to be the first responders when it comes to anything medical, anything where, the police will have to do it The military is going to take its place. All right. And, it's going to be full on martial law. All right. And anybody, that is against, okay, this devil's new world order, his new system that he's, implementing in the earth. If you're against, the MOTB, that subdermal device technology, which they're going to be using that to try to make some sort of order out of the chaos that's coming. All right. If you speak against these things, then you're an enemy to the state. All right. And Esau, Edom, they already have prepared, FEMA camps. All right. For this very moment. OK. And also, let's not forget the guillotines. All right. These things are already here. All right. And they're going to be put in motion. All right. When Esau, Edom shuts this place down, which really Yahweh Shema Shai is going to shut this place down. All right. The Lord is just using the wicked Esau to do it. OK. And a lot of people is going to be judged. We're about to enter into the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. Let me actually get a quick precept. And then I'm Lord's will go back to the topic of this lesson, which this all plays into itself. But this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak." Okay. So the vision, meaning what's written in the scriptures, the prophecies, is for an appointed time, meaning it's going to happen. All right. And when it does happen, that's the appointed time where it's going to happen. All right. And we've been prophesying. We've been, starting off with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, for years. All right. Prophesying, these times, prophesying the MOTB. All right. And pretty much we're seeing that appointed time is getting ready to come to pass. OK. And the year 2024. All right. Hey, man, this year might be the year where, the collapse come. This year might be the year that's segue into Jacob's trouble. I believe this year is the year 2024. They're going to have the presidential elections. But even then, they got a movie for that. All right. Going into what was the movie? The Purge Election Day. OK. So, everything that this devil has been putting out there in the media. All right. It all goes back to the scriptures. All right. And Esau, Edom, they pretty much listening to the prophets. All right. And then they're putting it in the public view. All right. Through these movies, because Esau, Edom does his left hand prophesying. OK. On the left hand side. OK. But really, it all goes back to what's going on in the scriptures. All right. So the collapse is coming. All right. Esau's finna come down with that wrath. All right. All these things that were for appointed time, we're seeing it manifest before our eyes. All right. Habakkuk chapters 2 and 3. "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." So at one point, it was like these things was tearing. All right. But if you had spiritual eyes, you could clearly see the trajectory that this world is going, and is all going in towards the fulfillment of prophecy. All right. But now we're so close that you can't even argue with it no more. All right. The average person, they used to come up and be like, okay, World War III ain't going to happen, or there's no such thing as a micro C-hip. But now it's all mainstream. All these things are right in front of your face. All right. And who did you hear from first? The prophets. OK. So now it's no longer tearing. It said it will surely come. It will not tarry. So now it's no longer tearing now. OK. So the fact that the Lord is getting ready to bring Jacob's trouble, that means you know, that the elect are already sealed. Okay. And the elect is getting ready to go on that voyage, so to speak. All right. Now, going back to the topic of the lesson. All right. It's also prophesied that spiritual power, you know, is going to, you know, be in the earth. OK. And this lesson, all right, was inspired, you know, by the lesson, the older brother Ishiar. Lord's will, I'm gonna see if I can find a video. The older brother Ishiar, which his page is Ishiar Yahawashai for the election 3. All right, and the title of the lesson is Pentagon creating human super soldiers so deadly they eventually have to be terminated. Okay. So pretty much Esau, Edom, they're also getting ready to release those super soldiers in this time. All right. Esau, he's getting ready to release, you know, all the things that he's been waiting to reveal to the public. Okay. He's getting ready to reveal, you know, the martial law weapons that they have on their vehicles, you know, them sound weapons. All right. The drones, you know, the robot dogs. All right. He even has humanoid robots, but as well, he has super soldiers. OK. And this devil, Esau, Edom, has been working on these super soldiers for years. OK. But now it's to the point where he's getting ready to reveal these things. All right. Because he knows that the elect. All right. He knows that there's going to be men on the earth that are going to receive supernatural abilities. All right. And those supernatural abilities is going to come directly from the heavens. It's going to come directly from Yahweh Ba'Shem Hawashai. All right. And he knows that the elites, they know the truth. They know that we're the Israelites. All right. But they're so proud that they're going to try to come up against, all right, the truth. They're going to try to come up against the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son. All right. That's why they got weapons in outer space, because they call themselves getting ready to wage war against the holy angels. All right. The angels which they ride in the chariots, the so-called UFOs. Well, Esau, Edom, he called himself getting ready to wage war, which he's going to lose. All right. You read about that in prophecy. The book of Revelation goes into the war in heaven. All right. And Esau's going to lose. All right. But if this devil, he's getting ready to try to fight the angels. All right. The celestial beings. All right. And try to fight our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right. He's getting ready to fight the men of the Lord on the earth. OK. Let me actually get Revelations. This is Revelation chapter 12 and 17. And the dragon, all right, which is Esau, Edom, all right, was wroth with the woman, and that represents the nation of Israel. Okay, we're the Lord's woman. All right. The scriptures say the Lord has likened Israel unto a comely and delicate woman. It says, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Okay, so this devil, he's getting ready to wage war on the remnant, all right, of Israel. Okay, he's getting ready to come down upon those, all right, that are proclaiming this truth, all right, that are in the know, all right. And when he comes down, he's going to come down with full force, all right, just like in that movie. You know, Logan, all right, Wolverine, you know, he was pretty much on the run. All right. And there was like mercenaries that was after Wolverine. All right. And they pretty much was super soldiers. Okay. So that's how it's going to be. You're going to have, brothers on the run. All right. They're going to be pretty much trying to escape this devil when he comes down with great wrath. Okay. It says, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. All right. And that's what Esau is trying to get rid of. All right. Because he understands that the very fact that we have awoken to who we truly are, that right there is a threat to this man's system, because Esau, he knows that he's Edom. All right. And the last thing he wanted was for us to wake up. All right. But he wasn't counting on prophecy. Okay. See, Yahweh Shema Shai is his will that is going to stand. All right. And now that we have awoken to the fact, and we're coming back and trying to keep the laws and statutes, and we have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, now this devil, he's going to wage war. All right. To try to do away with us. But Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, is not going to let that happen. Abaratazar, we part of the elect. 2/3 of Israel are going to be out there without a covering. So when Esau comes down, all right, he's going to come down upon 2/3 of Israel as well. All right. And a lot of Israelites is going to be filling up those FEMA camps. A lot of Israelites are going to be killed off in the streets. All right. It's going to get chaotic out here. All right. And that's why, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to have to give his men supernatural abilities, because that's the only way, all right, that the elect is going to make it. All right. And for those members of the elect that don't receive spiritual power, all right, there is still going to be a supernatural protection. All right. There's still going to be supernatural things happening to you, miracles. All right. That is going to be in your favor, Salaki. All right. There's going to be supernatural miracles that's going to be in your favor, directly from Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. So that's the form of spiritual power as well. It's just the Lord doing miracles for you in your sight, so you could see, a chariot coming down and guiding you, Yeah, you might not have, the power, it like to physically, fly or something like that. But the Lord is going to make sure that he has, miracles happen for the elect. All right. The Lord may send down an angel in the flesh. All right. With supernatural abilities just to protect, you and your household. All right. So, either way, Yahweh Shema Shai is getting ready to show his power, because Esau, Edom is coming down and he's targeting, the elect ultimately. Really, he's going after all Israelites. All right. But the Lord is going to raise that standard, okay, for his elect. Okay. And Esau, he's giving it all. He's coming down with full force. Okay. They're going to come with modern technology, stuff that we ain't seen before. Okay. Let me get a quick precept. This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai shall lift up a standard against him. All right. So the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is going to lift a standard. All right. There's going to be an elevation. Yahweh Shema Shai is getting ready to elevate his servants. Okay. And, that power is coming sooner than later through the Spirit, And things is going to get real deadly serious. All right, because that's the balance. All right. Things ain't finna be all peaches and cream, and then the Lord is just going to give the power while everything is all good. Nah, things is finna get grim. Things is finna get scary. All right. And then Yahweh Shema Shai is going to work his miracles. He's going to give his men that strength. Okay. In these dark times that's coming. Okay. To be able to stand. All right. And when that smear campaign come. All right. And they coming down like a flood. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to lift up his standard. Okay. And however which way it is. All right. Because, you might not have it. The Lord might not give you the power in that time to fight. But the Lord could give you the power to escape. Okay. The Lord could put the Spirit on you to where you just running. And then next thing you know, you running and your feet ain't even on the ground. And then you levitating, you taking off. All right. You're gaining altitude. You feel the Spirit of the Lord on you like a rushing wind. Okay. And then you out of there. Then you land. All right. That's the type of power that's coming. All right. To the Lord's elect. Okay. We have other, things you read about in the scriptures, such as King David when he leaped over the wall. Let me actually get that. This is 2 Samuel chapter 22. And I'm going to start at 29. It says, "For thou art my lamp, O Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and the Lord will lighten my darkness." And that's what Yahweh Shema Shai is going to do. Because the lamp, all right, represents the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That light. All right. And when everything gets shut down, all right, the only thing that's going to, balance your mind out, the only way you're going to make sense of what's going on when society collapses, all right, is through the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's the light that's in the darkness. Verse 30, it says, "For by thee I have run through a troop. By my power have I leaped over a wall." All right? And there's where you get, those supernatural abilities. All right? One man running through a troop. All right, let me read that in the NLT. 2 Samuel chapter 22, verse 30. It says, "In your strength, I can crush an army. With my power, I can scale any wall." All right. But King David actually leaped over a wall. Okay, the NLT kind of words it differently. All right. It's pretty, and the NLT is making it seem like, like he's saying it, but he didn't do it, but he believes he can do it. All right, but when you read it in the KJV, which is more accurate, he actually did these things. Okay, 2 Samuel 22 and 30, it says, "For by thee I have run through a troop." Okay, and this is King David speaking. All right, so imagine, like even Samson. One person, killing over 1,000 men. Okay, a whole troop or a whole squadron. All right. That's the type of power that Yahweh Shema Shai is finna put on his men. Okay. Things that, you can't even, you can't even explain. Okay. It says, "By my power have I leaped over a wall." All right. And that's speaking about the walls that will cover a city. Okay. Or a village so that any enemies wouldn't be able to get in. Those walls are tall. All right. King David leaped over one of those through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Washai, man. Okay. So in this time, brothers is going to be leaping over buildings, man. All right. Like how they, Superman, it says he can leap a whole building in a single bound. All right. That's the type of power that Yahweh Shema Shai is getting ready to give his men in this time. All right. And not everybody, it's not going to be sensational like how, it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be, on TV and all that stuff. All right. And everybody in the world, a lot of people's not going to believe that the power exists. And by this time, Esau, Edom, he's going to have full control over the internet and any censorship. All right. If anything, there's going to be a lot of blurry images, a lot of blurry photos. All right. A lot of, rough video footage of brothers with power. All right. Because anything else is just going to get taken down on the internet. Taken down. All right. The famine of the word is coming. When this devil, he makes his move, best believe the internet is going to be completely sewn up. And that's going to be Yahweh Shema Shai allowing this devil to do that. All right. According to prophecy, But there is going to be footage. All right, but a lot of it is going to be word of mouth. Okay. Oh, so-and-so got healed. In the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. It's all for Yahweh Shema Shai's name to be magnified in this time. Okay. Yahweh Shema Shai, he's getting ready to start shaking the earth. All right. And a part of him doing that is giving his men spiritual power. All right. In his name, people are going to be healed. In his name are these great miracles going to be performed. All right. And that's going to spread to those that believe, man. All right. I'm going to continue to read verse 2 Samuel 22 and 31. It says, as for Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all them that trust in him. So the word of Yahweh Shema Shai, this truth has been tried, has been put to the test. And guess what? Yahweh Shema Shai is, 100% true in all the things that he does. Everything that he said would happen is coming to pass. All right. And we're seeing it in real time. All right. So that power that Yahweh Shema Shai promised, all right, is coming as well. That divine protection, all right, is coming as well. Okay. It says he is a buckler to all them that trust in him. And a buckler, is a form of a shield. Okay. That's how we're going to be shielded. All right. From all the chaos that's getting ready to go down. All right. We're entering into the worst times known to mankind. All right. But the only way we can be protected is through Yahweh Shema Shai, man. The one that's bringing the worst times. Okay. Let me get Daniel. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. All right. So it's going to get so bad that the Lord is going to have to amplify his hedge of protection. All right. Michael, the archangel, is going to have to stand up. All right. Because we have angels that are over us. Speaking of those of the hopeful elect, the scriptures tell you that the angel of the Lord encampeth around about those that feareth him and delivereth them. Roughly paraphrasing. So there's angels around, but that the Michael's going to step up. All right. There's going to be, an upgrade. All right. In the hedge. Okay. It says, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Okay. So, and this is the time, you know, where the Lord is going to show his power. Because if it's the worst times ever, how is anybody going to be able to survive? Okay. It's going to take miracles, man. All right. It's going to take divine intervention. Okay. Things that you can't explain is getting ready to start happening, because here it is. The year 2024 is coming. The Lord always turns it up. All right. But it's already been turned up to a height already. You got so many chariot sightings. All right. You got all this chaos in the earth. World War III is popping off. It's like, how much more could you turn it up? But the Lord is going to turn it up, man. All right. And a lot more judgments is getting ready to go out. Okay. But for his elect, all right, the Lord is going to turn up that hedge of protection too. So, Lord's will, I'm gonna get a few more scriptures. I'll begin to close out. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 40. And I'm going to start at 29. It says, he giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases strength. Okay, Yahweh Shema Shai is getting ready to increase the strength and might, all right, of his servants, of his men that serving him, all right, to the best of their abilities. Because Yahweh Shema Shai knows that we're out here, down here in the earth, all right, and we don't have, you know, no physical, you know, boots on the ground. We don't have an army, all right, we don't have no type of weapons, all right. And the Lord told us, you know, to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay. So, you know, we're pretty much a dove, you know, has no sort of, it doesn't have any type of self-defense. All right. You know, for a dove to attack somebody is not in its DNA. All right. That's why if you try to like harm it, only thing it will try to do, it would try to escape, but it wouldn't attack you. Same thing with a sheep. Okay. The Lord said, I sent you forth as sheep among wolves. Okay. So the Lord knows that we're pretty much, you know, in a worldly sense, you know, we're pretty much don't have no type of protection, if you will. All right. So Yahweh Shema Shai is going to have to intervene for us. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to fight for us. Okay. I imagine brothers get that power. All right. It's going to feel like you possessed by the Holy Spirit. You know. And you're going to be seeing this thing. You're going to be feeling it, that power. And it's going to be so much for these bodies, man. All right. It's going to be, man, it's going to be a faith booster, man. All right. The power on this side is a prelude, all right, for the new bodies, man. Because these bodies is not going to be able to contain, you know, the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai at that high of a level. Only in short bursts, probably. All right. But I'm going to continue to read Isaiah 40 and 30. It says, even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. All right. And that's going to be happening in these times. A lot of young Jakes, all right, is going to be, you know, out there receiving judgment. All right. You see 2/3 of Israel, they're just wilding out. All right. Verse 30 says, even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahweh Shema Shai shall renew their strength. So the Lord is going to raise up his men. All right. And with that power, you're going to be able to be at the peak, the peak of physical fitness. All right. The Lord is going to gird us with strength. All right. All the, the ailments are in your body. You're going to be able to heal those things. You're going to be able to grow in stature. And, man, the things that the Lord is getting ready to give his men, man, as far as this power, you got a thing called parkour. It's like a sport, where people, they be running on buildings and stuff. A lot of people be getting judged doing that stuff too. The Lord speak about, not tempting them. All right. But when brothers get that power, you're going to be able to do parkour. All right. You're going to be able to jump from building to building. You're going to be able to do any type of flip. You're going to be at the peak of physical, condition, man. All right. That's the Lord, renewing the strength of his men. It says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. It's another thing, brothers is going to be able to just take off, with flight. All right. Things that you can't explain. When people see it, a lot of people is going to see it. A lot of people, they're going to try to, oh, he had a parachute that was transparent. Or they're going to try to say this and that. Oh, it was just a drone. Or they're going to say this and that. A lot of people's not really going to believe. A lot of people's not really going to understand because they don't have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right. But for those that believe, it's going to be a faith booster. All right. The scriptures tell you thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Okay. It says they shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. All right. So again, there's going to be a power. There's going to be there's going to be power that's given on this side, as a prelude to the power that we're going to receive when we get those new bodies, man. All right. And man, it's going to be wild. All right. Being able to, control the elements. Okay. So that's why the Lord is putting us through the sufferings. All right. Because the Lord is chastening us. He's getting our mind ready to receive power, man. All right. He's getting our mind ready to see these miracles. All right. Let me get a quick precept. This is Luke chapter 10. And I'm going to start at 19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions. And serpents represent Esau, Edom. And scorpions represent 2/3 of Israel. All right. It says, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. All right. So people's going to seek to do harm to you, to the men of the Lord. And, the scriptures say, no weapon formed against thee shall prosper. All right. People's going to, Esau's going to be shooting, his primitive combustion weapons, shooting projectiles at you. And that shit is just going to bounce off. It might just go right through you. Phase, you might let it phase right through you. You might bounce off you. You might, have it stop. All right. Like the Matrix. There's a reason why Esau, Edom make these movies, man. Because they understand, what you would call it, telekinesis. They understand that these abilities are possible, man. All right. Because the elements, they're living, breathing they go back to Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. And the Lord is going to give creation. He's going to allow you to have authority over creation. All right. Lord's will we get, Lord's will we part of that number. Luke 10:19, it says, behold, I give unto you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Verse 20 says, notwithstanding in this rejoice not that the spirits are subject unto you. So everything is governed by spirit. Everything, has an aura around it. Every object has an aura around it, has a spirit to it. A hat has a spirit to it. A car has a spirit to it, like the Apostle Ricard was saying. So everything has a spirit to it. All right, and you're going to be able to control these things. Or the Lord is going to give his men that insight. Remind me of the movie Apostle Ramlab has suggested, Lawnmower Man. All right, that movie is a heavy movie. A spiritual movie going into the power. All right. There was another movie called Phenomenon. Okay. So I'm going to continue to read. It says, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. So the Lord is saying, don't rejoice because you can do these things, because they're of Yahweh Shema Shai. Rather rejoice, that the Lord sees you fit, all right, to be part of that number, man. All right, because the Lord is not just going to get that power just so, you can do circus tricks with it. Just so you can just do whatever you want with it. The power that, we're going to be even more subject unto what Yahweh Shema Shai wants us to do. And not a lot of people, deserve to see the miracles. Yahweh Shai, he didn't perform a lot of miracles because of people's unbelief. So not everybody is going to be seeing the miracles. A lot of people are not going to believe, even when the power is in the earth. So really, it's only for those that believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. A lot of people, they're going to see it and bug out. All right, they're going to say, people that see the power firsthand, all right, that don't believe, they're just going to attribute it to Satan. So let me get another precept, Lord's will. I'll begin to close it out. I had a precept on my mind. It just slipped in my mind. Let me see. I had a precept on my mind. It just slipped my mind, But, I'll just close it out on this. Because we were speaking about how we're defenseless. The Spirit had me speaking about, how we're defenseless. All right. So we're going to need the Lord to fight for us. Isaiah 41:14, it says, fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. So the Lord is telling us not to fear. Here it is. The worst times in mankind is coming. All right. Esau, Edom is finna do a full-on smear campaign. And the Lord told us to fear not. All right. It says, fear not, thou worm Jacob. And he called us worms too. Because the Lord knows, we're defenseless. All right. Especially, carnally. We have no chance coming up against Esau, Edom. He was blessed with the sword. So all them jakes out there that are toting, they're going off. All right. Not to say if you own a firearm, you wicked or anything, but to, try to put that image in Israel. All right. going to the gun range with fringes on. That's going off, man. All right. And it's a bad look too. All right. We're waiting on Yahweh Shema Shai to defend us. Okay. The Lord knows, that, we're out here, we need defending. So it says, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. All right. So, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to help us, man. All right. When the Lord help us, man, what the Lord finna do with that power, man, it's gonna be beyond, anything that we can even fathom. And it's coming soon. That's the exciting thing, Verse 15, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff. All right, so we're that sharp threshing instrument having teeth. All right, we're the Lord's battle axe and weapons of war. Okay, that's where you get the X-Men from. All right, and that's just a prelude to when the Lord puts us in those new bodies. Then we're literally going to be gods on the earth. All right, and that's that sharp threshing instrument having teeth. All right. Then that's when it's game over. That's when it's, the scriptures say the saints shall take the kingdom. All right. But right now, the Lord is going to give us that power, to be able to defend ourselves, to move around, in these hectic times. All right. To be as pilgrims on the earth, So Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. I want to say, call all Yahweh Shema Shai. The time right now is 5:55, representing power. All right, it's 5:55 right now. Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. I want to say, call all Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashima Chakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and citation to those that are hopeful elect. Shalom and Abba Babal.